The chatbot power. So first thing I wanted to tell you is the chatbot is what you tried yesterday, right? We said, you want to have a PowerPoint, boom, click on there, you go into my messenger, you go into my business page, and we got little broadcasts, they're called, set up to get you started. So we're going to go through how does that look like. So we have different broadcasts happening in our bot. But this is the one that goes to every single person, no matter where they come from. So there's different broadcasts. If they click on the get started button, if they click on what you guys clicked yesterday, a day later, so you guys will all see it in your chat box that you did with me, we will say, hey, how are you enjoying the Entrepreneurs Abundance Mindset Facebook group with over 8,000 business owners? I love it, boom. Or I'm not a member yet. So what do you think that would give me?
Engage them further.
Yes.
In either way. So if you love it, open it. What do you love about it?
Yes.
And if they're not a member, would you like to know more?
Fantastic. I love it. So this is another way for you to grow your Facebook group. A really good way. So if you're in someone's chat bot and you just are there and all they do is selling to you, you'll be like, bye. Correct? So what we need to do is we need to keep them engaged. We need to tell them, hey, there is some free stuff in this bot. You want to keep hanging around me because every time you are replying to stuff, you get free stuff. Shut up. Right? And people will be like, oh, I want to reply to that. So, and also we give them very fun responses. Have you tried yesterday to say that you didn't enjoy the masterclass? Yeah, one person did. If you go in there, we're not going to get offended. We know that we told you to do it. Press it. No, I'm not enjoying it. And you will have something funny coming up, right? Because we need to keep that, that enthusiasm, that energy coming across to your bot. So I'm actually working very hard to making the bot a real conversation. The more conversational it is, the more people are going to engage with you. Yeah? So people click, I'm not a member yet. I'm like, what are you waiting for? Every Tuesday and Friday, you can promote your business and events. So again, what am I saying? It's for them, something for them, not for me. Right? So it's always think about what do they want. Always think about, what else can they get, what other value they can get by being part of that. And then it's click on join now. When they click on join now, it goes straight into the Facebook group. Make sense? So our marketing strategy are changing a little bit now because of the bot. So we're now trying to send people first to the bot, because from the bot then we send them to everywhere. So we send them to the Facebook group, we send them to our newsletter, we send them into the next half-day workshop, we send them into all the free stuff and things that we have going on. Make sense? Fantastic. Yes?
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Confused. Aren't they already talking to you? How does that get new customers? I don't quite understand.
Yes, so this is the same question. There's a great question. So this is, again, is nurturing. The more you nurture, the more people are going to check you out.
It's that
Yeah, it's about giving. Everything we teach you is about giving. It's about giving and ticking those boxes. The more boxes they tick, the more they're going to willing to buy. Yeah, we can't get them straight into, hey, welcome to my bot. Do you want to buy this and this and this and that? People are like, no, I don't know who you are. So it's nurturing them and position yourself as a leader. So if they click on the bot, for example, for my speaking gig, that they still don't know me yet, they're going to go in there and go, oh, wow, she's got a group of 8,000 people. Oh, first tick. Think about the bot all the time. We have a question here and then I'm going, does it make sense?
No. Where are they coming to this chat bot? I don't understand.
Oh, that's what you did yesterday. You clicked on it.
To click on something.
Yeah, so you either tell people to click on the link.
From where?
On stage. You say, yeah, so either when you are on
You're
stage.
speaking to people that aren't on your thing.
Yeah.
It didn't have that.
Okay, sorry. So you either have that, what you did yesterday. So I'll say if I'm speaking and I want to connect with you guys, I want to get you into my bot, because then I have access to you.
Right.
Yeah, so that's my goal now. And it's easier to do that than get people's email addresses.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? So
you want to give them something. So
yeah.
just click on this and you can get
Yeah,
something.
so when I said first, sorry, I thought you understood the word broadcast. So chatbot makes you create different broadcasts, which means different links that will get people into that. different links, different keywords, different way. Or the second way to people to get in, either click on a link or go into your business page and click on get started. Make sense? So I thought that I'll show that yesterday. That's why I didn't cover it again.
Again to yesterday, sorry, I must have...
Don't be sorry. This is good because everyone else will get it. Yeah.
Do you need to have the web page? Because yesterday it went to your web page, or does it go to our business page? Or
Business. So from you either get it from. Thank you so much.
how do we set the chatbot up?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go into that now. Yeah, I'll go show you that in a second. I'm just showing you what happened once people get in it. Yes.
So I just want clarity on two things. One is
Thank you.
we put this chatbot on our website, any page on our website, correct?
Yeah, you can put page in different places.
Okay. And the second thing is, can we have a chatbot on our Facebook business pages as well? Where
Yes, so the chatbots. Okay, maybe I should share again what I did yesterday.
Yeah, it really does. So chatbot's like a room, like a chat room.
Okay, guys, have a look. One sec. Now, please be mindful that here is my privacy as well. So if you see anything in here, just pretend that you don't see it, yeah? Because there's people who message me and stuff, so I'm live. So please be mindful of, if you see a message popping up, don't read it, and I'll close it as soon as possible. All right, so this is my Facebook page, correct? So I have set up that every time someone goes into my Facebook page and click on see offers or click on
So it's your personal page.
every time that people go and visit my business page, it actually now comes up automatic, right? You can set it up that a little chat bot, which is a little messenger, pretty much is your messenger on your business page, yeah? So a little messenger at the bottom here, so the little message will pop up and say, hey, and they will have a first message. If they reply to that, they are subscribed to the bot.
On your business page.
On your business page.
So it can't go on your personal page.
No, it can't go on your personal page. This is only on the business page.
So when I'm on my business Facebook business page and I see this chat thing show up, is it asking me to start opening up and create my own chat bot?
I don't know what it says. You gotta show me.
I always see chat there, but I don't do anything with it.
In your business page. Yeah, then probably that's.
Is it like
You need to show me what. You need
Do you mean like chat there?
Yeah, it's like that, but it doesn't have numbers, it just says chat.
that's your Facebook message.
That's your messenger.
Messages.
Yeah, that's your messenger.
So where do you go to set it up?
Yeah, we're going through that now.
I think
That's good.
Di made a really good point. I think people are confused because they don't understand the concept of what a chatbot is.
Yeah, but
So like maybe if you reverse all the way back and just explain exactly what a chatbot is from the beginning, then I think they'll understand it. Yeah.
go, Holly, help me out. Because Holly is the genius behind the chatbot that's been helping me. So we are explaining from the beginning, right? So on here.
What is a chatbot?
Okay, so this is an example. So Holly is in my bot because she tested it all the time. Right? So the first message where Holly clicked on the bot, on this chat, it will say, hey Holly, are you at my half day right now?
And then I can choose an option, yes or no. And depending on what option I've chosen, I've actually set up a message for each option. So I clicked yes. So then it goes boom. So you can actually go any way that you want.
And I decided to take people that way. So you create different broadcast conversations to take the people. So if people say yes, we're going to send them to here. If people say no, we're going to send them to there. Right? So you've got to spend quite a bit of time of thinking like, what is my... Yeah, the sequence. Yeah, it's a sequence. Yeah.
Basically automated template messaging. So you set it up at the beginning and then it just does it all itself.
Yeah.
And you can walk away.
So it's another way to say it could be basically that you've got a live VA sitting there to guide the people through it. Is that the benefit for your
Yeah. With the benefit...
Like someone's sitting there answering everybody's questions, but you just set it up and template it prior.
Well, the benefit of the bots are 1 million and 2, and we're going to actually go through that in the PowerPoint. Is yes, that is true, and the benefit is that you got someone straight away. But what Andrew was saying is there's no emotion, so people are terrified of talking to my team because they think they're going to sell them into something, right? That's people's fear. So when you see that if someone is talking to you, they don't then disappear, they ghost you. Yeah, there's a ghosting happening now in a lot of these messages. Instead, because it's a robot, people feel free to like play with it and they will say yes or they'll say no. They will click on everything. People are now curious, right? They're like kids. They go through and they click stuff and they go, what happens if I say no? And and they do that. So it's building that relationship without even having anyone there. And it's also giving that information and giving access. So if someone wants to join your Facebook group and it's 10 o'clock at night and you're sleeping, you're not going to be able to let them in until the day after, but the bot will. Yeah, so the bot is a robot that will get you. We're actually getting a lot of sales from it because people keep going through the different sequences, and then at the end they end up into the half-day workshop and they're buying a ticket. Yeah? Make sense now? Fantastic. So
About a month, we've had 400 people.
yeah, 450 registrations we have had since. So it's really cool.
It's
You
a
program
computer
it.
program. Yeah.
It's in there.
Yeah, so it's called Many Chats. The program that we use is called Many Chats. And when you open Many Chats, it's about $10 a month. And it will allow you to set up all these different broadcasts and sequences, if you want to call them. They call it flows and broadcasts.
How much is it?
$10 a month. I know. I know. It's not going to be that cheap for much longer, so get on top of it.
Is it almost like an add-on for Facebook? So once you download it, then you can use it on Facebook?
Yes. Yes. So it's a separate, I think we've got 470. Woohoo! Yeah, in the past literally months and a half or something, not even. So it's been crazy. You can create all the different live, audiences, and we're gonna go through it now, and then we're gonna get you to do it yourself. So fantastic. Make more sense? Yep. So we have created different broadcasts, and what I wanted to show you was the first one, which was the one that we always send to every single person. Oh my God.
I've gone through a lot because I chased it.
I know. I can't find the one that I... Is this the one here? No, this one. Okay, so let's go through what I have in the PowerPoint, because I think that it will explain quite a lot of that in right there. And then if it's not clear, please ask, because it's the first time that I teach this. So I just, and especially when you use something and you understand it, sometimes it's really hard to explain. So please ask me questions. I'm only happy. So now, when this person clicked on my bot, one of the first thing, a sequence that we have created for everybody, and you guys are going to get it in a day, from the moment that you joined my my bot yesterday, it will say, hey, how much are you enjoying the Entrepreneur's Abundance Mindset? Right? So it's normal for people to say, yes, I'm in and I'm loving it. Or if you go, I don't know, you will search it and you will find, you will look for it. So now I get people to actually be curious and look up my group. Right? And they will say, not a member yet, or they will say, yes, I love it. Make sense? So from there, it will get them invited. From there, I'm done. I don't have to keep harassing this person. I'll leave them alone for another day, and then I'll send them something else, right? Which are, again, giving, not selling yet, right? So you just keep nurturing that person, and it gets 100% opening rate. An email, how much does an email get? 2% if you're lucky. Right, so this gets 100% open rate. It's just crazy for a business owner not to use it, and it's brand new. Yeah, so I want to show you why the bot is so good. So 100% is open rate, and then 93% clicked. 93% of people are clicking on the links. That is huge, and conversion says 0 because we haven't set it up yet. We're getting there. Yeah, because we are. Yeah, we're nurturing the people. We've got 470 people there. We're not just kicking them out unless they want to buy and they find the way to buy. We're not pitching, so we haven't put any conversion yet because we're testing the waters and we don't want to make people feel sold at. Yes.
Is there a way? I'm just thinking naturally. Is there a way we can move our email list over to this somehow?
I wish. Yes, there is. You can move, this is a bit more complicated stuff, but you can move your database and list into a Facebook, and into your business page and run ads to it to go people here.
Yeah, and then they have to actually click on it to
Yeah.
subscribe to
Yeah.
the bot, don't they?
Yeah, no, there's no way to just put them in. No, you need to create a target audience and an ad that will go through that. Yeah, fantastic. So I did this PowerPoint a week ago, and we were at 438. Now we are 470. So it grows really, really, really quickly for us, and I use it at every single presentation that I do. If it's half-day workshop, if it's this, if it's for my Mafians. So now I put all my Mafians in there, and now all my Mafians, when they want to book an event, I'll just send them through the bot, and I do all that through the bot. So the bot is priceless for customer service, for selling, for building trust, for anything. I'm going to go through it, so you'll see what I mean by that. This is Mira, is one of the Mafians from Sydney. And beautiful Mira has clicked on the bot at the half-day workshop. That's why it says open through the half-day bot, because she was crewing for me last week. And my team knows that she's from Sydney now, because the bot will tell you that, which is fantastic. So when you go somewhere, you will go boom. I just need to go and get all the people from Sydney in my bot and send a message going, I'm coming to town. Like, how priceless is that? We know that she's a gold Mafian, so we got the gold and Mafia, so that if we have any upselling sequence to the next, VIP plus, we can put it through and say, hey, Mira, you've done the course now 4 months ago. Why don't you become a VIP yet? What's stopping you? And the bot can talk to her and let her click instead of having to talk to a person. That sometimes they don't want to tell you why they don't want to do it, right? But to the robot, they will tell. Yeah. So the robot can find so much more. So we created all different tags. So these ones here are called tags. See, they're called user tags. And so now Mira and other people, they're all into different tags. So we got the New Zealand lead. We got the 7-step, which means that's a PDF that we created. We got the Cairns lead. We got the VIP plus, our Mafians. We got Sunshine Coast lead. We got attendees to a speaking gig. Or we're starting to build momentum. We've got hot lead 55. That means the people that are interested in the half-day workshop. So you can create your own tag and call them whatever you want, whatever, depending on what's your business. Yeah. We got Perth, Adelaide, all the cities that I've been already. We got people that are super cold. They're here, so they need more nurturing. Yeah, we got all different levels. I'll go through this and then I'll get the question. EAM leads, so that means that these people are interested in our $30 membership site and they've clicked on it, but they haven't booked. So guess what? My team is going to call them now and say, hey, we saw that you're interested today. Well, and you just have a quick chat and see what happens. So you can do so much once you have this beautiful tagging system. Is probably this, I'm going to say something crazy, but I think this is going to take over a lot of big CRMs and things like that, because people are going to go like, why would I go into get people outside of Facebook when everybody lives on Facebook? 2.2 billion active users a month, yeah? Okay, well, next question here.
Do you have to put the tags all on manually, or can it pick up automatically?
It will pick it up automatically once you have set it up. Okay. So for example, one of the tags that was yesterday is, one of the questions that we put was, are you a Mafian yet? If you said yes, then it would have tagged Mafia. If you said no, it would have gone into hot lead or whatever it is. And then if you said yes, then we'll ask you the second question. You gold or VIP plus. Boom, and that will go into the tag there. Yeah? So it does it for you. It does all of it for you. A couple more questions?
Is the message from the bot to the person going via Messenger? Is that where are they receiving it?
Messenger.
Just in Messenger?
Yeah.
As if it's coming from you? So does it say
From my Francesca Moy, the Meetup Queen.
Yes. Oh, so it's as if it's you.
My business page.
But does the person know it's the bot, or how does they know? Do they think it's you?
Well, because it's automated, people can tell that it's like you click on this and click on that.
Yeah, but the idea is that they think it's you.
No. The idea is there is an automation, because you can tell. Yeah.
And you have it in like your second messages, and you have added like the bot.
Yes.
So I think it's good to let them know like that.
Yeah, of course, they need to know. I don't think it's fair to pretend to be me, because people will know. People will know, because it's sort of like they go, how Francesca created this? Yes or no? Like you can only do it from an external, a device to do that. Yeah.
One of the things I'm a bit of a sucker for, and I've been seeing with this messenger now, is that, for example, when someone's got a lead magnet, they're running an ad and they've got a lead magnet.
Yeah.
What they're doing, they're getting your email address, and then as you go to the landing page, it's saying, you'll get it in your email, but here, click on this messenger link, and then also if you want it to download via messenger, so they're also picking you up via messenger as well.
Yeah.
I think that's really clever.
It's super clever. Yeah.
I had a question, Francesca. I've just clicked on the option of learn more about my workshops.
Yeah.
And there's a beautiful graphic comes up after workshops and all your information.
Yeah.
With a video in it and everything.
Yeah.
We're going to learn a little bit
So that's a landing page. That's a landing. Yeah, so we can show you how to set it up. Holly in a minute is going to come here and show you the back end. So you can send people to any, so instead of have that, that's called a landing page, which is a fancy name for Eventbrite, right? If you think about it, it's the same thing. You can have your workshop in a beautiful landing page, there is ClickFunnels for us, or you can have on Eventbrite. So instead of put that beautiful page on, I could have put Eventbrite. And if you click on that, you would have gone to Eventbrite. So if you have a meetup or Eventbrite, you can still do it. You don't have to have a beautiful, landing page yet. You know what I mean? Does it make sense? Yeah. If you can,
The first message to Francesca, do you want me to show that?
The which one?
The first message to you.
Yeah, sure. I'll go on to the next page so I can talk about that and you can, here. And you can freeze it and do what you need to do. Thank you. Okay, so this is my my bot. So this is the actual, called ManyChats. Yeah, the website ManyChats that I opened before, and it will show you here audiences. We got 108 people that 100% went through this flow, and this flow is actually the first mess. This is the first thing that they will get. And now I'm gonna struggle to read it, but it says. Oh God, I can't read it. What does it say? Can't read it.
Hello, first name. Thank you for visiting my page. How can I help you today? Please choose any of the options below. And then it's got info about webinar, info about workshops, weekly webinar, and join my Facebook community.
So that is the first thing that people will see if they click on my business page into the get started option. Make sense? So the 3 options we give them is info about my workshop. Second option is the free webinar. And the third option is join my Facebook community. So those are the 3 things that I really want to grow. Does it make sense? Yeah, and then from there, I'm creating the actions. And so you want to show it live? You want to, yep. You want to unfreeze? Yes.
If they click on I want a free webinar, is that an opportunity to collect their email address?
Yes.
So it's
yes.
here.
Yes.
So hello Francesca, thank you for visiting my page. How can I help you? So if they click on weekly webinar, then we go weekly webinar. Thanks. Click on the button below to register. See you next Monday. And then they register and it takes them into registering for the weekly webinar.
And that's how I get the email addresses. So I would not put all my basket in the bot. I'll make sure that I also get people's email addresses. Very important. Because then you have, that's how I grow my database in 3 years to 14,000 people now. Because we do this a lot. I always find a way to get people email address. Can you show the link for that so that they see the whole process, the go to webinar?
Oh, yes,
that
sorry.
One. Yeah. So once they go in there, they'll go, right, this is when I'm live, put your first name, last name, and email address. And then register. And then register. Make sense what this is?
And then if they want to do workshops, info about workshops, and that takes you to a landing page about the workshops where they can book their ticket.
Yes.
That's actually my question. So does this link to Entreport? Does this link back to...
Doesn't link to Entreport. No, not yet. Entreport hasn't got that far yet, but it does link to a lot of different, like MailChimp and Active Campaign and other places like that. But Entreport hasn't gone that far yet, but they will, because this is just a month old.
I was just wondering if these are API compatible, and I wonder if it could link to API, but that just...
Oh, Zapier is like Zapier.
Integration.
Yeah.
Does it integrate with other...
Yeah, I'm most likely they will, but I'm not an IT expert, so you're asking a very difficult question at this stage, sorry. So I only know the basics of this, yeah?
So I know that for all of us, if we want to register on Facebook, we need an email address.
Yeah.
Do you also keep that email address to your bot? Because this runs on Facebook, right?
No, they wouldn't give it to you until people, no.
Oh, I see.
That's why it goes
Those-
to different pages.
Yeah.
So we can get
No, you don't get people's email address until,
The only
no.
thing the bot can access by itself is your name.
Yeah.
So it can take your name.
And your
from Facebook.
city sometimes, and your city. Yeah, name and city, that's all.
Okay.
Yes.
So Francesca, if you do a landing page in MailChimp
Yeah.
and you use your chatbot to send it to that link,
Yeah.
the MailChimp program will then take over and capture the email. Is that correct?
No, you still need to fill out a form to give the emails. Yeah.
Facebook won't give it.
Yeah, Facebook and all these platforms are very respectful of people. They don't give the emails until people actually, put the emails, yeah, which is privacy, yeah. Okay, So this is what happens when you click on the workshop. So you go into my workshop page, like where I sell my workshop, and then this is the Facebook community. You go into my Facebook group. Make sense? Yes.
Can I just ask a question?
Yes.
Is this making websites obsolete?
No, because from there you send people to websites. Yeah, it's another way to engage people, to keep people engaged in there. So no, absolutely not. Because also remember, website, when you Google people, the website will come up, and website is always are never gonna die. Is a shop. You can.
Don't have all your eggs in Facebook.
No. Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah, you want to make sure you get the people's emails. Yes.
On that landing page there,
Yeah.
what is that?
ClickFunnels.
ClickFunnels.
Yeah.
It's linked to ClickFunnels.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, fantastic. Thank you so much. So the question, I'm still freeze. Sorry. Thank you. The question is how do you grow it, right?
There you go.
You got it. Thank you. Is the question now, how do you grow it? You've got enough clarity on what it is? Yeah? So how do you grow it? Well, the question is fantastic. Number one is to give your PowerPoint. So when you are on stage, wasn't that easy yesterday when I gave you the PowerPoint? It's a lot easier than say to people, oh, come and see me and give me your email, and then I'll send you an email with the PowerPoint. Right? I'd rather do that. That way, I did that for Sarah B, I did that for your event. And I had a lot of people after the event, they went through the bot and start to click and start to look around and now follow me on the webinar. Then now, some people need more what? Boxes ticked. They're not ready to buy yet. So I did a speech at a beautiful Sarah B event the other day that was fantastic. That is called
Ladies Without Limits.
Thank you. And I went there in Sunshine Coast, fantastic night. About, I think 6 women from that night bought the half-day workshop, which is fantastic. And then what you do with the other 30 that were there. I don't want to miss out on those people. I just did half an hour giving value. I need to make sure that I keep giving value, right? And so now the other people, everybody now is in the bot, and now they're gonna go through my videos, my material, my stuff, and hopefully they're gonna keep ticking boxes, and that's how hopefully they're gonna then eventually become my client. Make sense? Yes.
Just from when you do a speaking gig, you're going to give away those PowerPoints to get their email.
Yes.
When the event takes place, at the front desk, everyone signs in their name and email address and a mobile number.
Yes.
Okay? So the meetup person has that access to that.
Yes.
Is the meetup person allowed to give that, or does they automatically give it to their speaker? So
No.
they now have. Okay, that's not a given.
No. No, I never give my, because imagine that someone didn't like the speaker. No, you want to respect, you got to make sure that you respect the boundaries. You're not really, unless in your sign-up form you said, and all the promotional and sponsors and all the people are involved in that. If not, you not want to do that. Yeah, so when I'm a speaker, I didn't go to Sarah and said, Sarah, now give me everybody emails. I will ask for the emails of the people that I brought, because obviously I advertise it too. So I will say, hey, if you got those emails, can I have them? But I will not ask for emails, because it's respect, unless people have actually unsubscribed to your stuff. That's why on stage, I need to find a way to get those people unsubscribe to my stuff. Yeah, and that's what the power of being a good speaker. You need to make sure that you have all those things. Second point is give a discount. So say, hey, everybody that is linked now tonight, you're gonna get a discount. You create a link, and then that will create a sequence, and then from there you're gonna go in it. Holly, can I get you again to just show the sequence, how to create a sequence, just quickly, so that I can see that bit, and then we're gonna pass it on to Sis. So send. Thank you. That's okay. Send them to a Facebook group. So if you say on stage, you don't want to sell anything from stage, but you want to say, hey guys, I've got even for your meetups, guys, yeah? I've got a beautiful meetup group and a Facebook group. If you want to join it right now, click on this link, and you create a link. They will send them to the bot, and the link will say, hey, have you joined my meetup and Facebook group yet? No. Okay, here, this is the meetup, this is the, right? And so you have to do it right there instead of having to go through and do it, because nobody does it straight away, right? There's a lot of new things now because of this bot. I love it. It's so fantastic. Literally, Holly, I think she's gonna kill me eventually, because every day I go, oh, I've got a bot idea. She goes, oh, I need Holly. Usually I say that, and I did it for yesterday. Yeah.
Yesterday, Francesca, when you gave us the link for the first time, and it did go to Messenger. I've done it now, and it's not working. Obviously, it's for a very specific time. But what if it's not in?
No, it should work.
I've tried it twice, and it just goes to a blank Messenger page.
Yeah.
So, but if somebody's not on Facebook,
no, then it's not going to work. No, they have to be on Messenger. They have to be on Facebook. 2.2 billion active users on Facebook.
Facebook.
Really?
Absolutely. That's okay. I just wondered.
Yeah, so it's not going to work. No, it's a Facebook platform, so it's not going to work. Yeah, you're welcome.
Do you want a new one, or do you want a one with?
An old one to show it. And so send to a Facebook group, cheat sheet or magic PDF. So if you say, hey guys, you're presenting, and one of your step is, I don't know, the bot, and I'll say, look, I'm not going to cover the bot today, it's too complicated, but I have a 7-step cheat sheet or 7-step how to use the bot. Who would like it? Fantastic. Click on this link, boom, and you go in there and you give it. So this is, I believe this should be for giving more than just go straight to selling. But this is the same concept. The more you give, the more you're eventually going to sell. Yeah? Yes?
Do you have a 7-step cheat sheet for the
No.
Yeah, 7-step cheat sheet.
Okay, Holly, can we create a 7-step cheat sheet yesterday?
Sorry.
Francesca, your answer should have been yes, it's $20 and I'll get it to you all tomorrow.
There you go. Tomorrow, wait, let me finish this. Okay, so then we have videos. So the other day I did a Facebook Live, so that's why I'm not even kidding, like Holly is gonna kill me eventually, because the other day I was live during a Facebook Live, and Holly watched all the lives from her desk, and I'm here downstairs, and I felt the energy from there going, I'm gonna kill you. Because I literally went, look, I've got a video actually explaining why you should use your personal profile out on Facebook. I really don't have time to cover it now. But hey, we're going to send it to you now. Just click on, and just make up this link. Just in about 15 minutes, you'll be able to click on this link, literally, live. And this one was like, oh my God. You're going to click on this link, and you're going to go into my bot, and from there, we're going to share the video. And it's her and Tina going, oops. Sorry, but I love you. And that's why I've got an amazing team, right? And we learned the bot literally, 2 months ago? Like, it's just, this is how it is.
Solution for that too, by the way.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Fantastic. We actually have the words now. So on Facebook, this is something new that just the bot just come up with. So when you are live on your business page, okay, now sit down because this is a big one. You're sitting now. Okay, this is big. When you're live on your business page, Natalie, you might want to listen to this, and this is a big one. When you're live on your business page and you say, all right, if everybody want to see that video about the Facebook profile, just put the word Facebook or profile, and that will, as soon as they type that, the chat will, the bot will open. Stop it!
So, say that again.
As soon as you have to choose the word. So you have to choose a keyword, and if you say that specific keyword and someone types it in the comment in your video, the chat bot will go, boom, here it is.
Like, I love FM. Yeah.
I love FM. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. In the comments on your live video.
Wow. So you set that up
in many chats.
In the many chats. Everything I'm saying here, you got to set it up in many chats, and we're going to go through it.
It's like a trigger for the bot.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. All right. So from a webinar.
They go off the live, now they're absorbed in something else.
No, because when you're live on Facebook, right, they're going to watch the live, and the bot will come as a message. As a message. Yeah. If they're watching from a Facebook, a phone, I don't know, it probably will just sit in the message.
It's to get more engagement, basically, 2 levels of engagement.
Yeah.
To look later, to watch later.
It pops up as any kind of message that you would get through Messenger.
Yeah.
So it's exact same. So if you're on a live and someone messages you through Messenger, it doesn't stop the live and take over. So it's exactly the same.
Yeah. How fantastic is that?
It's kind of like saying to you, so when I'm talking, I say, oh, Marion, if you're on, can you please put the link to that in there? So now I just program a word and say
Yeah.
the word,
Yeah.
and it automatically
They
Yeah.
have to type in the word.
You know how if you've been watching me on Facebook Lives lately, I keep saying, all right, put the word and just put half day under there and you'll get my half day information. I keep saying all these words and the guys are like, she just said another word and it just create another. Oh dear. Yes. No, not yet. Only Tina. Tina is the queen of the. You know that my VAs are coming here in May, all 3 of them. Like we've got 4. 1 is new, so she's not coming. But the 3 they're coming here, and they're like, "Boss, how are we gonna do 4 weeks without us working like 7 days a week?" I'm like, I don't know. We're gonna survive. They don't work 7 days a week. They work weekend, and they can take 2 days off during the week. And they're like, in the weekend, you want to take us out for us, seeing Australia? Who's gonna work? I'm like, I don't know. The bot. Most likely, so we're gonna set it all up before they come down. So it'll be fantastic. Okay, Holly and the bot.
I guess I'm not coming.
Okay, no. Holly's coming. We're taking the team to Byron Bay. The whole 7 of us and the 3 new VAs. So we have this beautiful house, like a forest house, and Ollie's gonna come as well, my baby boy, because he's part of the team, right? He's the CEO, CDO, dog officer. Okay, anyway, I need to go because Sis needs to have her next bit, and I'm running over. She's never gonna let me speak at this masterclass again. Sis, I'm running over. Okay, and then that's it. So you're gonna do a Facebook Live, and that's what I said today is actually connect with it. Speaking gigs from the workshops, from Facebook ads, like the bot is the best thing ever. So one more thing, and then literally 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna pass it to Sis. So let's show this one. So this is a sequence or a broadcast or how you want to call it. So this is how you create it. So you open many chats, which is called many chats at the top, and then you go into
usually flows, because broadcasting's one message with flows is a whole
flow. Yeah, so you click on flows.
And then when you click on flows, it will come up with this and ask you to name it. So this one's called this, and then it will ask you to start
typing
in. So you have 2 views. You've got this view. I don't like this view because I'm a visual person, but if you go to up here, Flow Builder, I like this view because I can see where everything goes. Yeah. Yeah. So
listen to everybody.
So then you can just type in. It comes up here on the side, whatever you click on, and then you type in, and then like you were saying before, how does it know someone's name? You actually just go down here and put in first name there, full name,
and it will auto-populate it.
It will auto-do it.
Yeah.
And then you can add buttons. So you type your message, add buttons. You've got a whole range. You can send them another message. You can open a website. You can send them down here an image, a text, audio, video. You can send them a file, whatever you want, really.
It's super cool, eh?
And then, as you can see, each answer goes to a different thing. So yes goes to this message, no goes to this message, and then that's how you set it up. And then you'll notice here, these are my actions.
Does it make sense? All right, we're running out of time.
It's
so
really easy. You just have to have
yes.
User-friendly. You just have to have a fiddle around. I'm a doer person, but I jumped on, and as soon as I started doing it, I got it. So you just go on and have a play. When you are finished, you just publish it here. So whatever you do, you can have a play around, whatever, and then publish it. And then also this one here is preview, and that will send it to, I just created something. That preview will send it to your messenger for you to go through to see if you like it.
So before you do,
you can see it, and test it, because the amount of times I've tested it and it doesn't make sense, and I need to add.
How do you find many chats? Is that through your Facebook site, or is it an app?
Many chat.
I just signed up just then, so you just go job
manychat.com.
Google and just type in many chats.
Okay, 2 questions, and then we're gonna keep going. It will do automatically, so you just have to follow the thing, Sorry everybody, I can't hear.
Once it's on Messenger and you look through it, to edit it, you just go back into this to edit.
And you just edit a step in the sidebar. Yes.
Francesca, I just wanted to say, I just downloaded it and it actually says here to actually give you some lessons as well
Yeah.
on how to.
Yeah.
It's
very good.
really easy. Like it really is. It's very easy.
Yeah. Okay. So one thing we're gonna get you to do, like literally 2 minutes. We can't give you more time because we actually ran over 10 minutes. So my fault. Too many questions. I didn't expect this many questions. So that means, sorry, babe, it's still freezed. Sorry. So I wanted you guys to create a quick first message. So if people click on your bot from your business page, like just write it down. I don't want you to go on many chats. Just write down your first message. So you know how my first message is, hi, thank you so much for visiting my page. How can I help you today? And we've got half-day workshop, weekly webinar, or Facebook community. What would be yours? Can we maybe put that up again so that you can see which one is my 3 steps? Do we have it in here?
Yeah, I sent it to us again.
Here, maybe just this
that
one. Okay, so the 3 things was half-day workshop, weekly webinar, and Facebook community. So go and write your own. It can be very similar to that. So at least you've got your first step, and then you go, oh, this could give me these 3 things. Okay? Ready, steady, go.
We haven't gone as sophisticated as what she's doing with building and nurturing. What I find what she's setting up is kind of like a more of a nurture sequence, whereas we were running the ads, and then if people didn't buy into the half-day workshop, they would, they can start a conversation and then have that sort of, what happens there. If you want a free something, get book and all that. So Stuart actually has been doing it for the last couple of years, but I think this is a great way because what she struggled with and why she discovered this new strategy is because her ads were falling flat on their ass. They were killing her for the last 12 to 15 months. She invested so much money in Facebook advertising and it just was not working. Thankfully, she's got obviously the ammunition and the strategies of how she's did the queen at organic, bums on seats. And that's what has kept this business where it is and continuing to grow. Whereas for us, I certainly did a lot of organic strategies myself, but where we have excelled in the last, especially 2 years, is with our ads. And I did speak to Stuart this morning about some of those questions that were posed yesterday. I said, Dal, you're the expert. Tell me so I can answer these questions about the ads. So I know quite a bit about ads, but I'm not the one behind the scenes doing the work. Stuart's investing about 20 hours a week managing our Facebook management guy. All right, so we pay someone, we pay someone about $5,500 a month. And he invests another 20 hours. So what do you do? What does he do in that time? Well, he's invested the time to understand what the figures in the back end mean. What's the reach? What are the conversion rates? What new content do we need to bring out there to freshen things up? Because sometimes you might put something that works for a while, and then it's like stops working. Yeah, so people, what can happen is, they get banner blindness, okay? And ads is really a strategy that someone in the team needs to devote their time. Because yes, you can hire someone to do your Facebook ads management, but you care the most about your business. You know most about what the content is and what the languages you need to speak for. So really, it's a job for a person to really go into depth with. So I don't know how much we're going to cover through. Let's see how we go with questions and all that. And if not, we'll continue on after lunch because I think this is an important segment. The biggest mistake I see people make is they start ads way too early when they haven't exhausted their warm network or their organic reach or done all the group strategies and things like that. So I didn't do ads for 4 years, you guys, 4 years, and I still had a $250,000 revenue when I started doing ads. So my business grew to $250,000 purely from networking, speaking gigs, running my own Facebook group. And I'm a big believer you can run a multiple six-figure business on those organic strategies. Yes, they take you more time. So nowadays I don't have to hustle as much to get bums on seats. I was just looking at our figures for the next upcoming events, the next 5 Queensland events. They're all over 30 people right now. How? I have not done too much of any organic stuff, right? Yes, I'm paying probably $80 to $150 per person in the room, right? Which you might kind of go, okay, $87 ticket or $49 if it's normal versus VIP. You're kind of going, okay, you're losing money. Yes, every time I walk into my half day event, I'm starting at minus $3,000, if not more, right? Every time. So which means I'm taking a big risk. However, I know my conversion numbers. I know that every dollar I put into Facebook is going to turn into $13 to $15 at the other end. Yeah, so you really got to know your numbers. So let's go through. There's a few slides, but let me go. Are you ready? Is the first question. Please. Are you ready? Well, are you ready in terms of if you cannot part with about 15 grand and risk it all, right, without getting any return on that particular investment, then probably you're not ready. When I was embarking on the journey in the first time 4 and a bit years ago, they said, look, you're going to have to invest X amount, and we don't know what's going to happen. We haven't tested the market. We haven't figured out who to advertise to, how to do it, all that kind of stuff. So, it might work, it might not work. And I said, okay, as long as I don't feel like my life's going to be devastated if I invest this $10,000 to $15,000, then okay, let's try this new strategy. So this is really, really important to figure out for yourself. I see people putting like money into boost posts and just silly things that are never going to get an outcome or a result. Never ever send a Facebook ad to your website. Never. Okay? Never send it. The only place you should be sending a Facebook ad to is to a single landing page, right? That has one pure call to action and one outcome that can happen, right? So, second thing is we're going to talk about strategies and we're going to talk about testing and measuring. So I'm going to break these right down for you. So let's go through that first one. All right. So this is also, ads are really about scaling up your business. There's no way I could have grown from 250,000 to 7 figures plus had I not invested in Facebook ads. Had Francesca and these guys not running all of these events repetitively, there's no way you're going to scale up. Because the goal in any business is to keep meeting what? Brand new people who've never heard of you from a bar of soap. Because yes, you can build a warm community and it's easier to sell to an existing client than it is to a brand new client. But if you want to scale up, you have to keep tapping into new opportunities and new networks and people who've never heard from you so that you can grow that. Make sense? All right, so yes, go.
15,000. In what time frame is that?
I think it was 3 months.
So
like within
15,000 every 3 months.
Oh no, well it depends. Look, my first Facebook guy didn't cost me $5.5 grand a month. He cost about one and a half. It got to about 2,000. So I mean, again, in this industry, you get what you pay. You get what you pay for. That one. So there's management fees, but then there's spend per event, right? Yeah. We spend $2.5 grand per event. Yeah. So we put in $2.5 grand and however many bums on seats, but that's increased.
Half day, or is that your?
For half day. Only advertise for half day, you guys. We only advertise to get bums on seats into our half days, yeah? Yes, you can place ads that send people to the bot and you then nurture and do that. So that's what Francesca's kind of going, what's a backdoor entry to try to get more people in my rooms rather than flashing out so much money on management fees and then spend, right? But so there is different strategies and we're going to talk a little bit about sponsored blogs. And so again, there's a aspect of nurturing as well. You're not just purely boom, here's my half day thing. There is an aspect of building audiences and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Yolanda.
Does Stu write your copy?
Yes, he does.
Sometimes marketing consultants have no idea.
Yeah, exactly right. So this is where he's 20 out. Yeah, so your copywriting, yes, you're the best person to do it. And you would know what the pain. I mean, you can still consult with your consultant, but really, Francesca would tell you the story if she was up here. She got fired by the first Facebook guy, who was my first Facebook guy, because she wouldn't do the homework, right? It's a two-way, it's really a tango. You get two people to dance and to make it really work. And when you're spending that much money, you bloody hell put the hours in. If I'm ever get told, Nat, we need a new video from you, tomorrow I'm doing it, or today, like if I'm at a workshop, you're at a workshop, get the banner in the background, say this, blah, 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 blah. I do it and get it back out. Any homework I'm given by a Facebook person has to be done immediately, because sometimes you're doing reactionary actions where you need to get stuff out because, like, you know, numbers are struggling here, or what's going on, how can we shift the focus? And Stuart's learning in the background more and more. He actually, you got to catch people. Sometimes they might not know something you can research yourself. So he actually recently, we had a downturn in our ads, and he just did a hell of a lot of research and changed it around, and he actually yelled at them. He goes, well, you guys should know this, da, 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 because he bothered to actually invest the time, because if this is your biggest strategy, you got to spend the time, right? If it's organic, you got to do everything what Francesca says, right? Okay, so are you ready? Have you made your first 10K in the market, right? Sometimes brand new business owners who have not monetized their niche go, I'm just going to go put money into Facebook. And I go, what the hell? You have to have at least made $10,000 in your niche with whatever your brand is before you're ready to go, yes, I'm going to put money towards this. Yeah. And I know people who are fresh, you know, can be a little bit ignorant or put money in. I know I used to do a little silly things like that, few $100s here and there with absolutely no results. Okay, don't do this by yourself. Have you got $10,000 to part with without any ROI potential? This is what I was talking about before, 10 to 15 grand, and that your life's not going to be devastated because you're going to use this money. To this day, we're continuing to test and measure. And sometimes, like, you know, we went to Tasmania, 5 people in one event, 10 in the other. Flights, accommodation, I don't know how much money, what's it called? And it's like, well, all right, it didn't work that time. But, you know, we know that at the end of the year, and we're going to talk about testing and measuring, when you look at your whole year in your big spreadsheet, I go, okay, well, some events or some cities are going to be 0 or low, others is going to be through the roof, conversion's going to be double than what I do, but at the end of the year, I'm always sitting at the same figure, yeah? All right, so do you fully understand who you are trying to attract? Yeah, do you know who that ideal person is? What are their likes, dislikes? Who do they follow? What programs have they invested in? You know, because this is where you will need to target specific audiences in order to get the people who are your ideal clients. When I walk up in my half day and I speak to the audience, it's almost every single time as if I'm speaking to a like-for-like person. There's coaches, there's speakers, there's people who've done personal development, service-based industries or consultants, yeah? So who is that, you know, Francesca talks about Maria, who is your ideal person that you're trying to attract? Because your copy needs to speak to that exact person, yeah? So the language. And are you willing to stick it out for 3 to 6 months even without much results? What do I mean by this? Well, sometimes people give up on their Facebook ads, guy or girl, within like 4 to 8 weeks. And they go, this doesn't work. I've just spent so much money. And they try to they're freaking out because they're not okay parting with that initial money, you know. It's not working. He's shit or she's shit or, you know, and I don't know what to do. Nothing's happening, right? And then they give up on them. And yet, it takes a bit of time because people sometimes repetitively need to see your ads. You know how they say in magazines and newspapers, you need to sometimes have your ad multiple times before people start to go, I've seen your thing, because then all of a sudden there's a repetition. To this day now that I've been advertising for 4.5 years, when people walk into my half days, they go, oh my God, Nat, I've been seeing your ads for like 18 months. Oh, I was meant to go to that. I was you know, but now the time has come around. So sometimes this momentum builds up at the other end, but you've got to be patient. And at the same time, in those first 3 to 6 months, you're also figuring out what's working, what's not working, how you need to advertise, yeah? So don't give up on your person in less than 3 months, I would say. And of course, how do you find your person? Well, ask for people who are working with them for recommendations and figure out, you know, and sometimes don't compare them to someone else. Like Francesca and I have got similar target audiences, but our business models are slightly different. I'm selling the idea of writing a book, and she's, you know, bums on seats and all that sort of stuff. Our results vary. We're actually currently working with the exact same person. You know, we didn't. She had 2 or 3 different people between my first person and the one now. But what's going on here? Oh, I thought that speaker was going on. Yeah, so make sure that you're not comparing one business. Oh, but they're doing so good with ads and my business is not doing so well. Why is this happening? Because it can be to do with your copy, with your calls to action, with how you're targeting and all that sort of stuff. So, of course, go on a recommendation that someone's working with them. What do they like? Do they provide reports and all that kind of stuff? But make your own judgment and do the work. Yeah.
Just on what you said,
Yeah.
I made last year I made a big mistake, and I basically went to a marketing consultant and said, I'm too busy, you deal with this.
That's what she did.
And my mistake I made, and I think this is why these courses are really, really important. I've come to understand that as the entrepreneur, as the owner, I have to learn how to do marketing.
Yeah. Ooh.
And so the thing was that she was doing is I work with dentists. She was putting emoticons in the copy.
Oh my God.
She used ManyChat. And she would say quiz. Like if you say to a dentist quiz, like you've got to talk about reports or surveys.
Yes.
And at the end I really said to her, the copy's wrong, let me do it. She kept saying, I know what I'm doing, I'm the marketing sucker.
Yep.
I lost 30K.
There you go.
And then but then I ended up doing it myself and
Yeah.
got far better results than what she did.
But that's the attitude of a lot of business. So now, when you guys decide, are you ready to do ads, which means you're too busy. You're busy now with all these clients that you're servicing, so you're wanting to palm it off to someone else. But it ain't, don't. Like, so, that is a lot of money. That's half of someone's yearly salary, right? And Francesca's attitude initially in the early days was exactly that. And she learned her lesson and she goes, okay, I need to be an active participant in this journey if I'm gonna, it's almost if you're gonna hire someone to treat them as a mentor. I say, my mentor currently is my Facebook ads guy. Right? I'm listening to him, his advice, all that kind of stuff. So really, where am I investing? I'm not investing, say, in a program like what I used to, marketing masterclasses, personal development, life coaching. My investment is in my marketing. Every month, I pay him my, the funds to work with him, and that's niche type of investing. But same thing with a mentor. You got to remain coachable. You got to listen to them. You got to do the steps that they tell you. So treat the person that's going to be helping you as a coach or a mentor within this particular niche. A business consultant on Facebook advertising. And have you exhausted your warm network is my last question regarding are you ready? Okay, have you exhausted, everyone that you know, you've done enough networking, you're just kind of like, you're tapping it like there's no one, everyone who's meant to work with you has now worked with you, and you're kind of going, okay, well, I've helped. That's what happened. 4 retreats in, I exhausted my warm network. And I love doing my retreats. And oh my God, my dream is to have 10 people at every retreat 4 times a year. That was my idea. Like, if I could do this, I'm set. And retreat 1 and 2 had 10 and 10. Retreat 3 and 4 had 5 and 5 authors. And then it was like, it was starting to like really slow down. I go, oh my God, how am I going to fill them? Like, this is a high-end program. You can't just sell them straight into a high-end program. I need to have some kind of a way of continuing to meet people. And that's when I hired a business coach who I paid $5,500 back 4.5 years ago a month, right? And he said, Nat, you really need to expose yourself to a cold audience, new people, and you have exhausted your warm network. And this is why your numbers are dwindling at your half days and all that sort of stuff. So we need to get you in front of fresh new audiences, telling the message. And then he also suggested that I don't sell my thing off the stage. I do qualifying chats with people because they're actually, for me, he goes, you're better at it in a one-on-one conversation rather than a sophisticated, there's sophisticated salespeople off the stage. I've never liked or been okay with that type of selling. I always have been more of the relationship type, pull type of selling rather than push. And he goes, why don't you do that? And as soon as I brought in qualifying chats, which is good because we also vet on no dickheads policy, right? We want to love who we work with. So it's like, is your book okay? Because if you want to write a fictional children's book, no value in coming to a retreat. If you're a dickhead, who wants to work with you, you're going to be more trouble than me helping 10 other people. Yeah, so all of that worked really well, and all of a sudden I started converting and repeating this model that now, it's so repetitive, but it's a well-oiled machine, and the retreats have grown from 10 to 15. Now we're getting close to 20 participants, and now it's like why I wrote fully booked retreats. So have you exhausted your warm network? This is a really important question to consider. Because if you haven't yet and you're just looking for a magic bullet or a magic pill to like kind of go, solve all my problems so I can get lots of leads and prospect. Perhaps, you know, you're just being lazy. Just go and go get into, you know, those people that you currently know, get some money into your business and then reinvest a portion of that money, but do it very smartly. And after the lunch, we're going to talk about how to look at your figures, what it means, how not to get disheartened sometimes about it. So I'll stop at this slide. We will do the rest of it after lunch, which is probably good. We kind of just get your mindset if you're ready. Now we're going to talk strategy after lunch. So.